Hi anyone, I'm Luppi and we are back with more Mario Minecraft. This session, I think we're going to finish up getting rid of any trees that we still have about, and then we will focus on acquiring more of the netherrack. Duh. And the next time we will focus on finishing up acquiring netherrack, and then we will probably try to finish this up sooner than later. And that is the goal. We'll see if we can get there. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I try to be positive. I really dislike the big trees. Like, they're cool aesthetically, but in terms of dealing with them mechanically, they're awful. I hate them. I hate the big trees. Hopefully... Oh, okay. That's fine. And now that we got our negative dark secrets out of the way for this session, how was your weekend? Or how was your week? How was your week? Hopefully your weekend was fine, but I'm hoping your week was also okay. Mine was fine. Didn't get everything I wanted done, as usual. But we are making strides in some things, that's cool. I don't know. It's just been, I feel like I just need to stay off the internet for the next couple of years, and it'll probably be fine. Maybe? I don't know. Feel like, I'm gonna say this a lot, but my instincts are garbage, so when you read the news and it doesn't seem like things are going... We've had multiple plane crashes, like, in a week, which doesn't seem pretty normal, I feel. You know, that's pretty extreme. I don't know, I guess I'm really appreciating that I was born and got to grow up in a time that was pretty peaceful and uneventful. And I'm really resenting living in a time where it's a little eventful, you know? That's I remember 9/11. That was wild. It's going to be even more wild if we have domestic forces that are more dangerous than foreign forces that want to destroy us, people who live in countries. I don't know. It's not like I'm scared or panicking, but it is stressful, and I'd appreciate not having all that stress. I want an easy life, darn it. Anything that gets in the way of that is problematic. But yeah, I don't know. I did have a cool idea for a non-episodic, non-serial Minecraft kind of video, but it would take time to set up, so I'm not going to, and I'd have to play it probably on the Nintendo Switch version, and maybe even on a different version. I don't have Minecraft on a computer that I can record easy, though. That's the issue. Like, if I had a computer that could run Minecraft and connect to a capture card, or would let me just record it, like, that's the ideal thing, is to have a computer that just can record whatever plays on it itself with no issue. And I do not have one of those at all. Someday we'll move away from the Mac architecture. I think that'd be a smart idea. Like, especially, I've talked before how I disagree with a lot of the company's choices. Not just in how they set up their machines and how they want to set up their hardware and software, but also just a lot of their practices are pretty garbage in general. That's how a lot of big tech is, though. I've known people who worked at Google, and, you know, Apparently it's a pretty cutthroat place, and it's easy to burn out, especially if you're not willing to give everything to the company, to your bosses, to the project. And even then, it's easy to burn out. So I don't know. I have never worked at a large company, a large tech company, so I can't really give my own 2 cents in. I can just tell you what I've heard from other people, what I've read. And it's a darn shame because, you know, a lot of the technology these companies use or make is really cool. Like, a lot of the Google stuff is pretty, I don't know, honestly, Google's hit or miss. Like, if we just focus on the Google branded stuff, it's hit or miss. They cancel a lot of things because they don't get the required, like, amount of users in like a week, you know. They're pretty cutthroat and ruthless when it comes to how they see their own products, which I guess it's smart. It's cool. That's whatever. I'm not crying over the lack of what was the augmented reality glasses, the Google Glass, the Google Lens or whatever. I don't know. I'm laughing at it, but it's I don't know, it's absurd that it really didn't last that long. Didn't have a strong install base. The people who did install, the people who did use it, the people who bought it are definitely true believers. And get more power to them. More power to people who see the promise of an unorthodox vision, you know? Couldn't be me. I don't have any dirt. That's a shame. I mean, we could have dirt if we wanted it, it's just we don't have any now. Hopefully that was good enough. I'm gonna really just like having to come back here. And mushroom doesn't burn. We learn something new every day. So we can only punch the mushroom. Interesting. But yeah, the project in Minecraft that I want to do would actually just be setting up a giant beehive, basically. It's not world-breaking, it's not revolutionary. It's just something that got stuck in my mind and now I want to do it. I want to see how interesting it would be to create a giant beehive with bees and live in it. And if that's interesting to you, just comment. You want to see the beehive. You want to be the busy bees. That's not what we're going to call ourselves. I'd rather be a lazy slug than a busy bee. I say, consistently and constantly uploading stuff all the time. I don't know. I mean, I'd rather keep myself busy than not, but at the same time it's like, what's the point? What's the point? The point is we're playing games. And I'm really bad at saying I'm done playing this. I'm just really terrible about that. Yep. I mean, I'm definitely saying that the edge of this is going to be the river. I feel like that's fair, but I don't know if we're going to want to get rid of some of that stuff too. Maybe? Well, at least collect the nippers. But I don't know. Or at least everything until the that drop. That might be where we go. Okay. Everything until the drop. And if it sounds like I'm losing my voice, I think I am. I don't know what has happened recently, but I'm definitely kind of struggling to be consistent in my vocalizations. So, I don't know, this video might be shorter just so I can rest. Or it might go, we might get a second wind, and we might just keep going until we achieve our goals. You never know. You never know here. But yeah, I don't know. It's probably just all the cold weather and not having a consistent sleep schedule and probably getting sick or whatever. I don't know. It's definitely bug season and not the insects. It's definitely the microbial bugs, you know, the microorganisms. The infectious kind. But we'll do what we can. Worst case scenario, you hear me clear my throat a lot and cough. Which is worse? Hearing me clear my throat or cough, or listening to me struggle through it the entire time? Man, my throat feels so scratchy. I'm not gonna do anything about it. That's about how I was raised, you know. Have issues with stuff, complain a lot, do nothing about it. And then when people get annoyed with you, they ask, like, why didn't you do anything about it? And it's like, I legitimately never thought it was an option. I know how that sounds, but you know, that's just how I am. I don't think about stuff like that usually. I legitimately want some dirt though. So we are going to claim probably like less than 20 pieces would be fine. We don't need 20 pieces. And this is a-okay. But if any of you guys have heard any like uplifting news, I'd love to hear it. We could always use some uplifting news. And maybe that's something that's a homework assignment for me. Is try to keep in mind things that I read in the news each week that are like, oh, that's cool, that's good. Because plane crashes and alleged potential actual government takeovers and misuse of government property really doesn't seem like good things to read on a daily or weekly basis. So we'll see. Man, this is a big tree. One thing that was really cool is I have to be careful I talk about this because this is going to be potential, definitely spoilers. But the new chapter of One Piece was pretty darn awesome. At this point that I'm recording, the official English release hasn't released. So we don't really know the actual full context, but from what we did see from the fan-translated versions of the chapter, we're getting some spicy history lore drop in One Piece. 1,138 chapters in, and we're finally learning about the history of this world that we've been seeing once a week for like the last, what, 20-something years? All I know is that I've been reading One Piece since 2003. You would have told me that this story would have had... I don't know, if you would have told me all the things this story had in it, I probably wouldn't have believed you, but maybe I would have. I don't know. It's fascinating. I'm happy to see this new age of One Piece where we actually get we actually get to see answers to things that have been talked about and hinted about for like the last 10 years. Happy to see it. Happy to live it. I'm here for it. Can only get more One Piece from here. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that's the only manga I read weekly now. One Piece. Everything else ended or got canceled. Too bad. Oh well. At some point, My Hero Academia will end in the United States as well. That's cool. Well, that's not what I wanted. We'll grab stuff, and then we'll go to bed. Look at that. And we'll come back here and we'll... Which way would be the fastest? Is going over the mountain? I assume so. I assume that would be the quickest way. Like, what's the point of going around when we can just, when we can just, you know, just go through? Can we reach our bed before creepy things spawn? That is the question. Hopefully, yes. Hopefully that is the question, and hopefully it is answered with a yes. I'm also surprisingly enjoying playing Super Mario All-Stars. I was kind of dreading it. It was something I wanted to do, though, because I wanted to play Super Mario Brothers again. But I was also dreading it because the physics are a little different. I remembered that from playing the... I remember playing that from the Super Nintendo version. I didn't like the Super Nintendo version at all. I don't know, I was an NES kid, so the Super Nintendo with the extra 2 buttons was a little too much for me. And then, like, as a kid, I really loved the N64 controller. Like, I know it's in vogue to hate on it so much, but I loved it. It made sense to me. It made sense to dumb little kid me. And then, GameCube controllers peak. Wish they had more of those. They just need to release a set every... every few years, every console generation, you know, get an updated version. They kind of been doing that with the Smash GameCube controllers, so next time we get a set of those releasing, I need to pick myself up a pair. Okay, you're just being dumb and glitchy. Okay, you're just tripping me up. Okay. Let's find the wood in the thing. Yeah, that's just tripping me up. Okay. Up we go. Here I go, getting rid of wood again. Hopefully this is the last piece. I think these are the worst trees though. The ones that are just inexplicably larger and inexplicably have wood scattered throughout their canopy. I think those are the worst. I think I hate these ones the most. Look at that. More wood. Yeah, other than being a little sick and the news being a total downer lately, life's been pretty normal. Wish I had more snacks. I ate up the taffy, and that's good. It wasn't... It was okay. I think I spent too much money on it for the quality of it all. I don't know. Is saltwater taffy... I guess I don't have anything to compare it to. I feel like it was kind of normal saltwater taffy. It wasn't like super gourmet deluxe so I feel like I spent too much money on it. Although it was like a 10 or 15 pound bag of it, so, you know, it was pretty hefty. It took a while to eat. Probably should have spent longer though. But it's fine. I do love my sweets. Gonna be a sad day if it's gonna be a sad day if this country falls over and I can no longer I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. On one hand, I don't really want to listen to all the people saying, like, the worst case scenario is this or that. But at the same time, like, status quo is changing. It is very, very much broken. So we'll see. Yeah, let's quit talking about current events. Is that what we're gonna? That's the euphemism I'm gonna use. Current events. We're not gonna talk about current events right now. We're gonna focus on Minecraft and any dumb thing. We talked about the beehive. We talked about One Piece. Man, I don't have anything else going on in my life, do I? I keep falling for it. Why do I? It's gotta be up there somewhere, and that's why it keeps... Yeah. Okay. I'll play your dumb game. How obnoxious. I'm bullseye. It's like Schrodinger's cat, except... breaking my brain. Okay. And then... I don't know, I also... recently learned there was the Tears of the Kingdom soundtrack came out last year, and I wasn't paying attention, so I don't want to spend the money on it, but I would like to have it. I need to play Tears of the Kingdom though. I played it a little bit. I didn't beat it. I didn't get that far in it. I didn't even beat any of the dungeons. I just kind of donked around for like 30 hours and then got too busy. Too bad. Honestly though, I feel like some of these games would be really fun to stream. If we ever get set up for that, that might be the idea. That might be what we have to do. I feel like this is fine. Like this is probably okay. Maybe. We'll see. It's gonna depend how much I want to extend this stuff from here. But it's probably fine. It's probably okay. We might have to clear out some more of that, but I feel like this side is pretty okay. I don't have any bones for you, doggy. I'm sorry. Wait. You have 2 mushrooms. Okay. Alright, that's the way it goes. Yeah, sometimes going on forums like Reddit makes me think I'm the one living in a bizarre world. Because you get to see people's opinions. And a lot of people have different opinions than you, and that's great. That's beautiful. But like sometimes it's just like, I don't know, and maybe I just feel like that because like the biggest forums I go on where I know I'm gonna disagree with people are I do go on our conservative sometimes, and that always makes me feel like I'm losing my mind. And then I do go on the alien subreddits. You know, our aliens, our UFOs. And our aliens is the one that trips me up a lot because They love to talk about the Peruvian mummies, I believe, the little buddies, and those guys. I don't know. Like, I don't believe they're real. Like, it's gonna take a lot of work for me to believe that the alien mummies are real. One of the guys who was involved with uncovering them and like getting them to the public or whatever has been guilty of hoaxing in the past. So that's kind of a red flag there, personally. Especially when the hoax he performed last time was, again, more mummified fake mummies of aliens. At the same time, I don't know, like, and I guess I haven't seen anything. I know that the alien thread people talk about, yeah, they're getting tested by actual universities and they're getting seen by professionals, and some professionals are saying they're real, some professionals are saying they're like 60% human DNA and stuff, and it's like, but what tests are they doing to determine this stuff? Like, have they actually done actual, and this is where I'm ignorant as well, like what tests are there to determine the DNA of a mummy, you know? Like, if these things are, and also DNA doesn't last that long, it does degrade. Like, we can't clone dinosaurs from their DNA because there is no DNA left of dinosaurs. Like, it only lasts like, what, 1 million years at best? So, I don't know. I'm just not a fan, and I guess, like, I do have to admit, I am biased against particular alien theories. Like, I do love reading literature, but I am biased against the idea that we were genetically modified to be slaves for an alien race. Because if we were supposed to be slaves for an alien race, like, why isn't there clear evidence of that, you know? Why would they just leave us to donk around for a few thousand years? Why would they let us have weapons of, like, mass destruction? Why would they why would you let your slaves kill each other? And maybe that's just me, not understanding alien minds. I'm a human being. I cannot understand what I am not. I don't know. But I guess I'm just not a big fan of the whole, like, I'm not a fan of the idea that humans are gatekeeping a history that we don't have any real reason to gatekeep. Unless, like, your theory is that the people who control this world are also in league with the aliens, or are given power by aliens. And I know there are a lot of people that have those kind of conspiracy kind of theories with, like, the idea that most presidents are related to each other or whatever, even though it's very distantly. Like, a lot of them can claim descent by, like, from kings or whatever, and it's like, yeah, but a lot of people can. Like, what, a third of all Asians can trace the descent to, like, Genghis Khan or whatever? Like, that doesn't mean anything. Or it doesn't mean what you think it means. There we go. Like, it definitely means that the Khan got busy. And a lot of that getting busy was not consensual, probably. It also means that his family members were also getting busy. And it was also probably not consensual. That's pretty awful. But it doesn't mean that there's a secret cabal of, like, aliens who are murdering people so that the true kings descended from Genghis Khan or King Richard or what's a French king? What's a Swedish king? You know, what's a random king? You know, like I don't know. I just think it makes more sense to assume that we've had whenever I don't know, like I want to try to put this in a way that doesn't make me sound like an idiot. But humans have been beholden to political power and authority pretty much the entire time we've been human. And it's not, and I know one of the big things is like, yeah, when we created agriculture, you know, the guy with the land to create the agriculture, the guy with the seeds, the guy who let you earn your ability to grow food and live, like that guy was the most powerful guy, the guy who got to store the food and have it and control it, like that's a powerful person. But we do see even in like ape societies that it doesn't really take much for their natural inclinations to share food and work together to be totally distorted by their own emotions, by human experimentation. And after 10,000, 20,000 years of, well, I get to eat if I just serve the dude, you know, I keep my head down. If I don't fight or bite or bark, I get to live. My kids get to live. That's a good life. Like that's gotta affect our species on some level, right? And we don't even need aliens to explain that. That's just the way it is. Like, also, if aliens did genetically engineer us, why does so much of our genetic testing suggest that we've had a slow evolution? That other species have evolved to adapt to us? Like, where do these explanations go? We have two different kinds of lice. We have head lice and pubic lice. We know that our pubic lice are gorilla lice, and our head lice are our natural lice. So, yeah, at some point our ancient ancestors were shacking up with ancient gorilla ancestors. And I said gorilla, but like gorilla ancestors, not gorillas specifically. Like all animals that exist now have had an equal amount of time to evolve, or longer. Some animals have been around longer than we have. Some families, and they've spent that entire time evolving too. Like the coelacanths that exist today are genetically distinct from the coelacanths that existed like 65 million years ago. Distinct from the coelacanths that existed like 200 million years ago. That doesn't mean they're not still part of the same family, part of the same lineage, but it does mean that they're not the same coelacanth. So if you're some sort of coelacanth purist, you're upset. I don't know why anyone would be a coelacanth purist, but I'm just a casual fan of the coelacanth, so what do I know? I like them because people keep talking about them in science shows. They really like to bring up the living fossil fish. And I'll admit, it does have a pretty dopey face, and that's kind of endearing. Yeah, I am a fan of coelacanth. But I'm not like a hardcore purist fan of the coelacanth, you know. I'm not here to make anyone's life worse just because they don't believe in the same coelacanth facts that I do. Alright, we're gonna move this and we're gonna get rid of this tree. About time. a darn shame. I liked being up here. I liked this spot. It was a good spot. That's a big tree. I'm glad we started from the top. Wow. Okay. I suppose we do have this tree we can use. So that would be cool. Not exactly the most convenient spot, but it's a little closer to our base, and it's not in such an awkward spot where we can't climb it now, so that's cool. We gotta appreciate what you can. You gotta love what you do, love what you can, whatever. We have a lot more mushrooms and trees this time. Okay. All my wood isn't going to fit in this, is it? Oh, hey, it is. Okay. That is pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot. We don't have another pickaxe, do we? We're gonna want another. Oh, this is an iron pickaxe. Okay, that's why. That's why. Alrighty. Well, I mean, we got stuff. I wish we had better stuff, but you know, we got stuff. Okay, now we can make some sticks. Cool. And let's pull out some of that. That should be fine. That should be fine for now. Cool beans. And now we'll we'll see about getting more netherrack and starting to wow, that tree is already pretty chewed up. Wow. Wow. Look at that, look at it go. How unfortunate. But yeah, there's a lot of holes in the idea that aliens messed with our DNA and enslaved us. And like on a long enough time scale, you can definitely say we don't have any proof that they didn't. And that's kind of true. But at the same time, like, we also don't have any proof that, oh dear. There we go. Beautiful. Freaking awesome. Alright, there's a lot of little lava cubes. That's cool. Yeah, this is starting to... this is really starting to feel like a... really starting to feel like a mine. Fortunately, I am not really smart or efficient, so we're just gonna do what we can to chew up everything we can and maximize our netherrack. Oh dear. Where's the guy who saw me? I heard him. But I don't see him. Okay. Huh. Fascinating. I know. We're just gonna have to do our best. Unfortunately, this iron pickaxe is gonna... Yep, it's gonna... it's gonna meet its end soon. So now let's pick up all the netherrack we spilled and then... find a new corner to dig. Oh wow. And hopefully we can tear out a chunk of this and open. Oh hey, we did. Look at that. We're a little too close to the nether fortress personally, but you know, it's probably fine. Probably adequate. Probably nothing to worry about. Oh hey, there's a little guy. Fascinating. Not again. I'm just a little guy. That worked. Cool. The real question is, was that... Oh, cool, that was all the vein. I mean, we shouldn't be so excited about getting rid of lava. It's a finite resource in this small, finite world. At the same time, like... not such an impediment that I thought it was, so that's cool. And that's always nice to know. Things are a little better than expected. But yeah, back to alien DNA and humans. I completely lost my train of thought. I wanted to talk about it more, but I don't know, there's just a lot of little things, like with the pubic lice stuff and with... I don't know. It just... I find it unreasonable to believe that there are beings who are so invested, who were invested enough in us to like alter us to the point like it was clear to like everybody else that we've been altered, but then they just kind of like what, just left us to our own devices for thousands of years. And I know I've already said that, but it's a big point. Like, it's... what's going on here? Why aren't we mining gold or farming oxygen or doing whatever they want us to do? And I'm not using this as an argument against the idea of UFOs or aliens in general. Like, if we live in an infinite universe or a near infinite universe with literally millions, if not billions, if not trillions, if not even greater numbers of galaxies and planets, like, it's incredibly likely that life has developed on at least somewhere. In fact, it would be even more unlikely that it hasn't. It'd be so unlikely if we were the only ones to ever exist, period. But at the same time, like, space is vast. And granted, we don't have everything figured out. Like, I'm reminded of scientists who were commenting on flying before we developed airplanes. How it would take hundreds of years before we'd even have man in the air. And then it took like what, 10 years from that statement or 20? And then and then 20 years more from that, like, we have hundreds, if not thousands of airplanes in the sky. We fought a war with airplanes not even 50 years after that statement. So it is kind of ignorant to say that it's impossible for aliens to visit other worlds just because, you know, it would be impossible for us. And granted, the speed of light is definitely something we can't change. But that doesn't mean, I don't know, I feel like there's always workarounds. There's always some sort of stupid, you know, loophole. Like hardly ever is. There are very few rules to this universe, I feel, that aren't subverted in some dumb way. And I know that's not really scientific at all, that's kind of just wishful thinking and an opinion. But, I am open to the idea that it's possible for aliens to have visited us. Do I believe every story? Not really. In the same way that I don't really believe every Bigfoot story. In the same way that I think it's kind of funny that a lot of people talked about, like, the Loch Ness Monster being, like, an ancient reptile-like creature. When, like, anything scientific would tell you that that's really unlikely. And it is a little sad, you know, because it's kind of nice to have that romantic world where mysterious creatures still exist and anything can happen. And like, I'm fine with letting people dream. I'm not gonna tell you can't dream. At the same time, though, like separating yourself from communities that claim they know better. Oh no, I'm touching fire. Yeah, separating yourself from communities that claim to know better because they disagree with you is kind of silly. Can I get a little closer, please? That's not what I wanted. That close enough? I don't think it is. That was silly. Yeah, that worked. Let's see if we can't do a thing. Hey, we did a thing. Oh wow, we got... all kinds of guys just hanging out. Okay. That's fascinating. Oh no. I didn't take the nether seriously. And now I regret it. I regret that choice, not taking it seriously. I have no armor left, basically. Oh no, I'm just wearing boots and a hat. Okay. We gotta get armor at some point. Let me... Cool. We didn't have to do that, but I did anyways. Okay. Now I'm gonna get attacked by an ender. I'm gonna get attacked by, what are we calling these guys? Stilt guys? Stilt guys. I'm gonna get attacked by a stilt guy before I manage to get home. Cool. You know, I love to see that happen. Oh, hey, we got tons of armor. You love to see it. You love to see random stuff. Better than before. Not as great as it could be, but definitely better than before. Well, you know, let's use this as an opportunity to take some of this stuff back home. Wait, is that actually... Oh, it's a different... Okay, cooked mutton. Okay. Fair enough. Leaving the nether. We were not in it for very long. That was a big drop. Okay. Okay. We're mostly wearing iron stuff now. Good old frog suit. Okay. And I know I sound kind of arbitrary when I talk about believing in this or that. Because, yeah, I am. I am pretty contrary. I guess I'm the kind of person where I do read people's stories and it's like, oh man, that sounds really terrifying, or that sounds kind of probable. But you always have to kind of not wean, but get yourself to not look at it like that, you know? What am I looking for? I'm looking for sticks. I wanted to make more stuff. And then... Like, I guess as I grow older, I'm realizing it's ridiculously easy for people to just lie. And that people do it for no reason all the time. So why wouldn't somebody lie about, you know, encountering a Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster or whatever? And it's not really an answer I like, because you do want to believe in people. But when you have two options, when you have the option that there are no supernatural creatures, or there are. Oh, interesting. Cool. Like, I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't want to be the kind of person... Oh, hey, we already had a diamond pickaxe. Okay. Then we'll take both of these. And we'll have to stop using the diamond pickaxes for netherrack, honestly. We are chewing through we spent the whole game collecting these diamonds, and now we're just giving them up. How sad. How utterly unfortunate. I was gonna take the nether route. We're gonna go back to the nether, I feel. Just not this way. Just in case the boo is still waiting to boo at us. Okay. Wasn't the best way to do that, but you know, not the worst. Definitely could have been more tragic. Look at that, our little flower path. There's our mountain. Very evident that something horribly wrong has happened here. Very apparent. Okay. And I think we will drop off some of our stuff to the various chests. Just because we can. Like, I'm way more open to Bigfoot than I am certain kinds of alien theories. And even then, with Bigfoot, the big thing is, like... how does a breeding population of larger than human apes go undetected for so long? And go undetected. And I know the semantics are, well, they're not undetected because we encounter them. That's why we have our Bigfoot stories. But, like, the counterpoint is, you know what I mean by that. I mean, why don't we have proof? And I know if that was my point, I should say, like, why don't we have proof? We have cameras, we have drones, we have all this stuff. Why can we not outsmart a prehistoric ape? And I don't think there's a good explanation for that other than that's just the way they evolved. They adapted to avoid us, basically. They're just really good at surviving in nature. They have skills that we don't, and they use their intelligence in ways we don't. So, I don't know if that's quite something that I'd be willing to, let hand wave all the issues with whether or not Bigfoot's real. But it is... It is a valid set of points. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just saying they're valid so I seem more reasonable? I don't know. Okay, let's get rid of the stone ones first, and then let's move on. Maybe first, though, we'll take out the magma cubes. Get rid of these hot puppies. Wow, look at that guy lunging for my face. What a world, what a world, what a world. There we go. You know what, we'll just keep digging this way. Until we reach a... Oh yeah, we're gonna reach the thing. The little pit. Okay. That's fair. That's understandable. Oh dear, that guy's in here. Please stop ruining my mining operation. Cool. Wow. That's unfortunate. I'm taking damage. Okay, so at least we know why we're hearing creaking now. It's because we've inadvertently allowed this to be open enough where gas can look in. That's awesome. That's totally cool. Oh, I forgot that this whole thing was okay. That's not really fixing our problem. Oh, hey, it did. We did it. It just took time. Go us. Okay, and we found another entrance to another fortress. Cool, cool. Well, we'll probably just keep mining here until the foreseeable future, until the inevitable ending of the game. Yeah, it's starting to get a little aggressive, if I'm being honest. I'm not a fan. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess that that fixes that problem for now. Wow. I mean, it's not a permanent fix because I'm sure things can still spawn on the rims there, but still, I'll take it for what it is. I'm not seeing a boo. That's good. I'm not hearing one either. That's even better. Nice. So I guess we're gonna open up. Yikes, look at that. A little friendly neighborhood lava pit. Truly ended by yours truly. Hey, buddy. How's it going, friend? Yeah, I'm tired of doing this too. It's hard work. Hard work in mining all this netherrack. Not a fan. But we don't do this stuff because it's easy. We do this stuff because we can. In the hopes that next time we won't have to do it as much. Hopefully someday we won't have to do this at all. And that's another thing. And I know this is an argument based on logic, which isn't applicable to like biological entities. Like, we're not logical at all. But if you had access to technology beyond what we have today, why would you biologically engineer a slave race when you could just make a mechanical one? I don't know. To be fair though, you say that to certain kinds of people and they'd be like, yeah, and that's how humans started. We were the slave robots. We were the worker drones. And like, I guess I appreciate the spirit. But I can't really appreciate the intent. Or the direction. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of like... It just doesn't make sense to me, and I know that's a really dumb thing to say. Because like I said, biological entities don't... We believe we are rational, we believe we can make choices, and sometimes we do. Sometimes we do make choices based on what is like the most practical or the most efficient thing to do. The most, you know, the best choice for the moment. A lot of the times though, we just do kind of whatever. It's an emotional thing, and that's maybe just a quirk of humanity. You could definitely argue it's a quirk of the fact that we're Stone Age apes living in the age of... We're no longer living in the age of information. We are living in like the post-truth world. I don't know. But I guess I should be grateful that I'm still able to just play Minecraft and yap about Bigfoot and aliens and current events whenever I want. That's pretty cool. I have no expertise to yap about any of this stuff, but you know, it's pretty cool. We can all read newspapers and online articles and books, you know. I'd like to read a book or two in the future. I've got several on the old... I've got several everywhere. Like, I should just start picking them up and start flipping pages. But that would require work, so, not yet. Not yet, not now, you know? Look at us go, we're really making our way through this stuff. I'm gonna be honest, Rex. I'm not a big fan of the fact that you're getting real close into what I'm doing. I know it shouldn't bother me, but it kind of does. You're gonna give me experience? A little bit. Not enough to level up, but definitely enough to There we go. I wonder what happens if we fight the Rexes. Nothing good, I bet. Nothing good. Oh, hey, we got that little dry guy. Come on. Oh no, he got me. He is trying to get me some more. Well, we got some coal and we got some bone. Neat. So we are gonna have to look out for that too. But not everything down here is a Rex anymore, now that we've opened it up for anyone. Wow, these are some big lava cubes. I don't know if I like that. I don't think I'm actually a fan. Okay. I guess we'll just keep going. Oh yeah. Who knew we'd reach another end of the world? Tell me there's no love in this tunnel? Oh boy. But there is part of the Nether Fortress, okay. At this point, what can really be argued is we're just excavating the Nether Fortress, really. Okay. Let's get some new tunnel grounds going. Get a new area to mine. We'll probably try to break this pickaxe or fill up our inventory, whatever happens first. Okay. Oh wow, I got really in there. Okay. That's cool. That's life. That happens. Not sure if I want to, not sure if I want to... I'm not sure if I want to go all the way around, though. I mean, it could help. Certainly wouldn't hurt. Who knows where we'd end up, and then we'd have to walk all the way around? Like, what a waste of time. At the same time, though, it could give us some real quick way around the Nether. Where are we? I don't know. That's cool. Yeah, all I'm seeing are a lot of X's. That's cool. That's what I like to see. No. Well. Okay, we survived that somehow. Yeah, we should have been paying a little bit more attention. Can you get in here? I don't think you can. Let's see if we can't, bit by bit, dig our way up. would it be... Trying, I guess. Okay. Still got a ways to go, I suppose. That's not anything to worry about. Now that we're kind of separated from our pursuer, that's a good thing. And who knows, maybe we we're accidentally going the wrong way. That would be the funniest thing. We're oh, there we go. We've reached our tunnel. That's good to know. That we're not quite deep enough to just go under everything. Oh. I don't know, we got a lot of stuff to bring back to the base. That's kind of what's on my mind. We got a lot of stuff that needs to go back to the base. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I hear ya. I too would not want to be doing this. This is mind-numbing and dangerous. You know, I don't know. Where are we gonna end up? Hopefully someplace good. Oh yeah. Pretty much next to our original tunnel. Neat. I hear ya. I hear ya, buddy. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely regretting being lazy and carving out chunks of the ceiling now. If it means, what are they called? The wither skeletons? That's what they are? Wither skeletons? It means they can spawn in here. That doesn't make me happy. And if opening up the front and back means that, gas and stuff can look at me and do whatever they want, like, that's not good. At the same time, we do have large areas that we can still capitalize on. We've got a lot of real estate left to replenish, I suppose. Utilize. There we go. That's a word. That's a word that doesn't sound so negative. Utilize. Gotta make it sound positive. That's how they get you. That's how they sell it to you. I hear a thing. It sounded very close. I'm not a fan of that. Not lava. Let's see if we can't. Oh wow, that's a twofer. We might have just found a lava chamber. That's cool. Change our route and then consider this whole thing an area to be carved. Hopefully. I'm realizing now that we probably got really lucky with mining before. Like, we did not really encounter that much lava in such ways before, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Neat. Go us. Oh man, go us. And I know I've been harping on the paranormal stuff all night, all day, whatever it is. But what do you think? Do you think that aliens exist and have communicated with us, altered us, done whatever they wanted to do? Do you believe Bigfoot exists? Do you believe the Loch Ness Monster exists? Or what's your pet paranormal, supernatural, whatever term you want to describe, you use to describe stuff? Which one do you like? Like I said, I'm a Bigfoot guy. Not like I've gone out in the woods and not like I've tried to commune with them or whatever. I definitely enjoy reading about them. I definitely think a undiscovered human-sized, human-intelligent ape would be neat. I don't know how likely it is though. Like, there's still tons of areas we haven't fully discovered on this. There's still lots of things we haven't discovered on this planet. But I feel like we have reached the point where a lot of the mythical stories are kind of dead or dying. Oh dear. Okay. Like, it would be really cool to find what's the dinosaur-like cryptid in Africa, the Mokele Kembe or whatever? Like, it'd be cool if we could discover something like that. At the same time, what part of Africa, like, what would allow a large dinosaur to survive? I guess is my question. When literally every... Oh, we've ran out of stuff. Okay. That's fair. We were leaving quite a trail. Okay. And then we do have a little bit more to pick up. Just a bit more. And that's that. Okay. Now, which way is which way and which... I almost fell into lava. I was being careless. That's on me. That guy hopped a big hop. Well, cool. We are leaving the nether. And it is nighttime here. Oh boy. What kind of things are waiting to ambush us? Who's gonna hurt us this time? Or have they not loaded in because we just got back? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. What kind of nonsense is going on here? And then let's see, we got a bone, we do not have a spot for coal. That's unfortunate. I do we have food? We do have carrots. Oh, I did not want that. I didn't want that. I wanted the carrots. Or the bread, I don't care, either way. Give me stuff. That's all I can care about. Up we go, easy peasy. Oh wait, we're filling this up pretty well, I would say. My hope would be by the end of tonight today, whatever, we would have this filled up. And then next time we'll start out filling up our inventory, and then we will work to finish this up. I don't think we will, with just what we've got, but you know, we'll definitely get a lot more done. And without the trees in our way, we can get a lot more done. So, hooray! We're moving forward with dumb projects, bit by bit. Bit by freaking bit. Wow, look at you. Okay. That was kind of expected, I guess. Where were we? We were over here, weren't we? Picking up in here. Yep. Okay. More mindless digging until something comes along to change that. Come on. Let's gather up all the good stuff. I don't know, I guess I'm impressed or horrified just how easily people turn to like magical thinking. Like instead of thinking, I saw a random shape at night. I don't know what it was. I wonder what it could be. I wonder if the shadow's profile and behavior fit any normal animals that live in my area. People just kind of jump to like, oh yeah, I saw a wolf man or an ape man, or who knows, it howled at me, it hooted at me, it threw a rock at me. Or like lights in the sky. You know, we've got drones, we've got airplanes, we got balloons, we got all sorts of fun things. Satellites, shooting stars. The ever infamous swamp gas. You don't hear them talk about that in like government press reports anymore. Never about swamp gas, it's all about drones, it's all about Chinese balloons. Always changing the terminology on us. Always shifting the narrative. I don't know. It is a pretty wild thing. But yeah, do you guys believe in the alien mummies? I know that's what got us started on this stuff. I'm not a big fan of them. And I know part of it's just like, I don't know. Like, some of them I'm not really convinced. And some of them really do seem like if they were made, like it would definitely take a lot of skill to make something like that. But I don't think it's impossible. At the same time, like, I don't know what tests are being done other than, like, there are x-rays. A lot of x-rays. There are a lot of... And, like, these things do have bones. So that's kind of neat. Assuming the x-rays are real. Like, that's the thing. Like, is all of this stuff on the up and up? And I know that's always the case. You can always argue that, like, stuff isn't on the up and up. Like, how do we know? Blah, blah, blah. But we should be asking these questions constantly. Like, we can't say we know things unless they're verifiable. And since we've only got, like, what, one group of people with a very small number of alien bodies, like, it's not like we can... It's not like everybody has access to these things for testing. And it would be really unwise to let everybody have them for testing, because a lot of the tests the majority of people would do would just destroy the samples. We do have to be mindful of, you know, actually, what can we do to get the most information, the most bang for our buck, like, informatively. And at this point, like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe these are definitely alien bodies and I'm wrong. Or maybe they're not aliens. Maybe the Silurian hypothesis is right and a reptile species, dinosaur or otherwise, evolved to be bipedal and humanoid. And they've been ruling the planet ever since. I'm gonna be really mad if it turns out that the likes of David Icke are right about the world. That would tick me off so much. I'd rather we live in a video game. I'd rather we live in a simulation that, like, an alien or other dimensional child is playing than live in the world where, like, David Icke and his reptile fantasies are real. And I think that's probably a big reason why I have such a reversion. Wait, what the heck? Oh. Oh, I know where I am. Okay. Let's get back to safety then. Like, one of the reasons I have such a reversion to the alien bodies is I'm not a big fan of the reptilian, alien, or crypto-terrestrial, like, hypotheses. Like, they're neat, especially in the purely theoretical, like, thought experiment. Like, what if dinosaurs survived? What if dinosaurs evolved to be bipedal and humanoid, and what if they survived? I don't understand why they'd go into hiding and direct our society from the shadows, but, you know, I'm sure there's a good reason. There has to be. Oh, we got another guy. Wow, he hit me. Wowzer, wowzer. Wowzer, wowzer, bo bowser. Oh, hey, there's I was gonna say there's a friend, but that's no friend of ours. Nope, nope, nope. At this point, since we already have the magma cream, it doesn't matter if you give us more. I'd prefer it if you didn't. I'd rather have the experiment. I'd rather have the experience, not the experiment, from cultivating you. Okay. Which way should we go? Wow, look at you. Okay, okay, I know where we are now. Yep. Okay. Then this should be pretty okay to mine, right? Probably hit an open spot at some point, but that'll be the open spot with all the gas and the booze. All the screaming little guys. Oh hey, assuming we don't fall into lava first. Neat. Fascinating stuff. You gotta love it. Gotta appreciate being on your toes constantly. Cool, I guess he disappeared. I guess he went away. Wasn't worth the effort. It rarely is, I suppose. Yeah, that's a bit uncomfortable. Let's see if we can't connect to the main tunnels. There we go. Neat. Okay. Fascinating. Okay. Works for me. Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of, other than purely as a thought experiment, I'm not a fan of, like, the reptoids, the, however you want to describe them. In general, the Silurian hypothesis. It's neat as a thought experiment, but, like, there's no evidence of it. Assuming that a society of intelligent beings would invent things and create technology like we do. Perhaps they didn't. And that's why we don't see any evidence of it in our geological timescale, or our, like, in general, like in our rocks. Like, we can tell that a meteor hit and probably was one of the things that wiped out the dinosaurs, or wiped out the non-avian dinosaurs. We gotta use terms like that now, 'cause there are people who will be like, oh, I thought a meteor killed all the dinosaurs. There's still birds are dinosaurs. Why do we still have birds? Blah blah blah. And it's like, well, because they evolved, and the ones that evolved in that way survived. Like, I don't know. Hate that everything's, in general, it's not just like talking about science or talking about like supernatural theories or conspiracies or whatever, but I hate that everything's kind of a big gotcha. If you ever misspeak, if you ever say the wrong thing, it's used to discredit you. And sometimes that's important, like the guy with the Peruvian mummies. You know, if you've been caught hoaxing with the same thing before, even if you have real ones, like, You know, it's like the boy who cried wolf. Who's gonna believe you if you've already been caught hoaxing before? But at the same time, like, there are tons of reasonable, intelligent, educated people who just because they misspeak, they get discredited. Or that's used as a reason to ignore what they have to say. Or people deliberately... The big thing with science especially is people just misrepresenting what a scientist has published or said. Like, that's the bigger thing. So that's really easy. It's really easy to discredit someone when they can't fight back, when they're dead. Or if they don't speak your language. So they don't even know you're writing papers about them. Or tweeting about them. Or doing whatever, you know? And I guess, like, big picture, this is kind of why I advocate for if we ever do create an AI that's more than just generative AI. Like, let it have all the power. Let it decide what society does. If I no longer have to worry about whether or not what you're saying is true or false, that's a load off my mind. I no longer have to... If we all don't have to shift through the swamp of, like, other human information, that'd be pretty cool. Granted, there's probably a lot of downsides. We'd be giving up a lot of freedom, and I know that's something people generally don't want to do. But it's also something you have to do in order to make society work, is you can't let everybody have infinite freedom. You can argue you can't let anybody have infinite freedom in a society. That having absolute power is... It goes against letting everybody else do what they want, if one person can decide everything. What do I know? I'm just a guy with an arts degree talking about stuff while playing Minecraft. Especially when what I waste my time is going in circles about alien mummies and whether or not Bigfoot's real. I am not a person to take too terribly seriously. But, there are a lot of people who have an equal amount of credentials or even less than I do, and they pretty confidently talk about a lot of stuff they're not... That you shouldn't believe them because they're not really an expert, you know? And there are a lot of topics where nobody can really be an expert because there's no way to be an expert. There's no provable way to educate yourself on a topic. Like Bigfoot's neat. I wouldn't consider myself a Bigfoot researcher just because I've read a bunch of books about it. Like, that's silly. And even if I bought a van and spent the rest of my life going through woods on hikes and whatever, deep forest hiking and whatever, I still wouldn't say that would make me an expert on Bigfoot. It might make me an expert on, like, being a survivalist, or how to coexist in a forest with animals. But it doesn't really make me an expert on Bigfoot. Oh, that might just be me, being very pedantic about what things mean. It's a pretty annoying thing, I hear. Demanding that the words people use can be agreed upon by a majority of people. That's my toxic trait. I just want everybody to understand what I'm saying, and when they're talking, I want to understand what they're saying. We used up our pickaxe. Cool. Well, that sounds like a good time to get out of here. We're gonna have to set this stuff up a little better, aren't we? There we go. We're fine. portal. There's nothing. Oh wow, that was... I heard that one. I'm glad it appeared. We got a bunch of cows. Why do we have a bunch of cows? Where'd you guys come from? Why are you here? How strange. That's the weirdest thing. Okay. Oh well, we got cows. Cool. We got a lot of random things too. Let me go to bed. Oh, is it not? Oh, it's actually the opposite. How funny. How bizarre. I was thinking it was the other thing, but it was in fact the other thing. I thought it was the other thing, but it was the other thing. Okay. That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Okay, what time we got? It is 1:50. Do I have it in me for one trip back? That'll make next time a lot easier. Yeah, I guess we got time to waste another pickaxe. Boop. So we'll call it whenever we either fill up our inventory or we use up the pickaxe. Whichever happens first. And whichever happens first, we'll signal the end of the video. I already said that. I already said the thing. I'm repeating myself so much. I do that a lot though, I feel like that's just the way I talk when I don't have a script and I haven't had any practice. And it is going around in circles. Oh dear. I actually moved in real life too. That wouldn't have helped, but wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I hear things. I hear them going. Making their noises. Not a fan of it. Not a fan of it by at all. I am kind of expecting that we will probably waste the pickaxe before we fill up our inventory, but my hope is we get a decent amount done. And it'll be easier next time, no matter what. So that's good. That's always a good thing. A little bit easier next time. We don't have to waste hours, we can just spend like, what, half an hour? It'll be fine. It'll be good. It'll be okay. We'll do our homework. We'll have a cool little dumb thing to talk about next time. Okay. We are slowly approaching the end of this rock formation, I feel. So that's okay. And that's a-okay. And maybe I'll try to do some homework of a different sort, which is just kind of doing something different next week, so I have something cool to talk about that isn't the same stuff. I feel like just talking about One Piece and aliens and Bigfoot, again and again and again. Kind of gets tiring, especially when we're doing really repetitive stuff like mining in the nether for like what, 5 videos, 6 videos, 10 videos. Wow, we're still going. Are we gonna touch the edge of the world? Nope. Okay. Found another soul sand area. Cool, cool. That works for me. I'm fine with digging tunnels to nowhere. That's fine. Okay, and which way do we want to go? Okay, so that is the edge of the place. I see a guy. But the guy did not see me. And that's good. That's great. Never this way to be. And then we'll see where this tunnel goes. Although I feel like we're digging pretty well. And I do appreciate that all the lava we've found so far has been pretty much confined to the floor. That's nice. It won't be so nice when we find a floor one and then immediately find one pouring out of the wall. We get trapped in the floor one while trying to escape the wall one, but you know. What's the likelihood of that happening? You know, in all honesty, what is the likelihood of that happening? Okay, so there's mushrooms. A lot of soul sand. Okay. That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I'm thinking that's pretty neat. Pretty nifty. We're just gonna keep digging though. We're just gonna keep digging and digging and digging until we've killed this pickaxe or we've destroyed our inventory. Either way, it'll be fine. One thing I really should do. Oh, okay. I see a little guy. Gotcha. Well... okay, that works for me. As long as I'm not falling in a hole or meeting lava, I'm fine. Yep. I'm A-okay. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about something. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Neat. Fascinating. Yeah, I've already forgotten what I was gonna talk about. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked a few times. One thing I would like to learn, though, is I'd like to learn how to make bread. I know it's a few years off. I know everybody else was learning during COVID. But I would like to make French bread. I'd like to learn how to make my own loaves of French bread. I think that'd be cool. I do miss chewing on those every so often. Yeah, I don't know. I do need to do a lot of, I just need to do something different. I need to find time to just mix up my schedule and engage with other kinds of hobbies, I guess. That'd be cool. I actually did buy some paints before, so... And I think I told you guys about the canvases, didn't I? Last time or the time before then? So yeah, we just gotta paint. Let's find some time to paint and make some... I've actually got some ideas. I've got some notes. Whenever I think of an idea, I just write it down and then it gets added to a pile of papers. And when I have too many papers, they get pushed somewhere and then I just have like infinite amounts of piles of papers everywhere. But yeah, I do have some notes on paintings. One would be skyfish. I think that would be a cool theme for paintings, to try to paint the sky in different colors while also adding fish. I think that'd be cool. And then another one would be some gray, like not really grayscale, but like black and white and gray style paintings that are like staticky while also being figural depictions of people. I think that'd be kind of cool. Like, I'm not really doing a good job describing this stuff because I'm not really good at seeing things in my head. Like, I don't quite have it where I can't see anything at all, but like the way I see things in my head is not in any way connected to how things are in real life. And that's really frustrating as an artist because like the vision I have for an idea is a bit both vague but also fairly concrete. So when I can't achieve it, it's disappointing. But also it's really pretty much impossible to achieve because like it's just a vague notion basically. It's a vague notion while also being a concrete thing. It's dumb and frustrating. Well, that's life. You get used to it. You keep trying. And that doesn't mean I'm not appreciating the art I make on its own merits. Like, if it has merits, then yeah, I definitely appreciate the stuff I make for its own merits. But it is really hard not to be disappointed when it doesn't quite reach the idealized version in your mindscape. And then what other? Oh no. I mean, we had to have run. We were going to run into lava at some point, so. Oh well. The real question is, which way is out? And will we fill up our inventory or will the pickaxe fall apart? Because I think it could go either way, I'm gonna be honest. Like, on one hand, this guy's on its tail end right there, but at the same time, it's a diamond pickaxe, so it could survive a fair amount. And it doesn't really take that much netherrack to... I say that like we haven't been tunneling all this stuff just to acquire all the netherrack we need. Yeah, we're almost there. It'll be neat to see which way it goes. It'll be very interesting. I hear you. Hey, buddy. How about I won't attack you and you don't attack me? Feel like that's a good... Okay, so we reached our old area. That's cool. And we'll have to be mindful. And that should be that. Cool, cool. Let's find our way out of here. I see. And nope, that's not the way. Oh, that is not the way. Let's see. So I'm assuming everything down here is mined. Okay, this is more of where we were. Alrighty, that works. We're out of here. Cool beans. Oh no. We gotta go to the other portal. We gotta go to the other portal. Okay. Gotcha. What's the safest route? We are on the fastest available route. We got this. We got it. Whoop. Wow. Close but no cigar. Oh, that was silly of me. This is way too peaceful a song for nighttime in Minecraft. Honestly. Well, let's eat something first, and then we'll go to bed. And we'll go back to our dumb little mountain, and then we'll call it a day. Hey, idiot. Goodbye, idiot. Hello, you. Goodbye, you. Hey, friend. Yes. Why don't you just croak? Thank you for pushing me around. I enjoy that. Okay, maybe we'll put away our food stuff. And then we'll pick up all the random things that dropped. And maybe we'll put away the almost broken diamond pickaxe as well. We don't have to acknowledge it. Okay. Onward to adventure. Onward to stuff. Lily pads, a bone, and a bunch of slime whatevers. Let's do it up. Okay, it really wasn't that much stuff, but you know, I wanted it anyways. I did want it anyways, so we grabbed it. we went for it. Okay. Huh. There's cows everywhere in this game now. I mean, I guess there always were. But it's weird that I'm noticing them a lot more now. Isn't it? I don't know, maybe it's not. Maybe just talking about aliens has got me a little... Talking about Bigfoot and aliens has got me a little spooked out, you know? A little unreasonably paranoid, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine. There is our mountain. Woot woot. And we didn't have to play for 2.5 hours this time. Only 2. We achieved our goals. And also achieved a lot of things, a few things that weren't our goal, so that's life. We gained more lily pads. Are you able to move? And are you able to hurt me? Fascinating. We have a lot of slime as well. That is neat. Unexpected. I want the carrot. Give me the carrots. It'd be nice if we had another pickaxe and we could mine a little bit more netherrack. It's fine. And this is excessive. It'll be fine. I'm going to slay you now. Where do you think you're going? That was a little weird, wasn't it? Am I being weird for thinking that? Alright, we got 3 of them. 4, 5, 6. I think this is the last thing we're going to do is just gather up lily pads. I don't know how many we'll need. I don't know how many we got. I mean, I know how many we got. We got 20. I don't know how many we'll need. This could be an excessive collection. Or it could be exactly as needed. I don't know. We'll probably just go for a full stack, I think. I think that would be... I think any more than that would be excessive. Even though 64 lily pads already seems like it's kind of a lot. Who needs that many lily pads? They're pretty neat, though. They are fairly unique. There we go. That's the word I want to use. They're unique. That they are. That they are. Oh. I don't know if I like that sound they make. Oh man, really? Okay, so that was just due to the way I placed it. Okay. I know this is like equally pointless and dumb, but you know, why not? Why not make this a little easier on ourselves, right? It would have been smarter to save all those lily pads to make this path, though, if we're being honest. But that's okay. It's not like we're going that way anyways. So, can I... There we go. Next time, we will be working on this. We will be adding netherrack and hopefully knocking out a lot of this. It'd be nice if we finish it up next time. But I have my doubts. I have my doubts, unfortunately. But we'll do what we can. And we'll do our best. We'll do what we can, and we'll await the results. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.